That being said, Paul, do the Chiefs look unbeatable?
I'm going to tell you this, Joy. Like, the more and more I watch the Chiefs, they do look unbeatable. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of Floyd Mayweather, like, on the back end of his career. Like, he wouldn't knock you out, but he just kept beating people. He just kept beating people. And it's just like, here we go again. He's just going to keep, you know, he broke his hand a couple times and had these injuries, but he just kept on keeping on. And that's what the Chiefs look like. I mean, they grind you out with the run game. Everything is slow and methodical. And then when it's time for the big play, bam, Mahomes hits you. And if they continue to do this, it's going to be tough to beat the Chiefs. It doesn't look all sexy and with all the bells and whistles and the shiny lights, but they just keep finding ways to win. And that's who the Chiefs are. I mean, that's just who they are.
They're always prepared. They don't look unbeatable. But
I thought Floyd didn't look unbeatable. He just kept on winning.
That's true. That's true. But they look like a team that finds ways to win and continues to get better.
Yeah.
They bring in new pieces. They get them implemented into the game plan. They have big nights. Diop had a huge night last night. They access different things and different plays, and they're creative, and they never beat themselves, and they always seem to find a way to have the ball at the end of the game. And Mahomes is out, then he's back in, and we get nervous because of the way the whole season's gone, and then he's back out there winning the game. I would have more concerns about them if I hadn't seen them be so successful in the postseason.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they look unbeatable, but losing a game during the regular season doesn't matter to me. Do they look like they are an unbeatable team in the postseason? Yes, they do. We're not at the postseason yet, but if it started tomorrow, I'm still picking the Chiefs to go to and win the Super Bowl. But do the Chiefs look unbeatable to you, Key?
No, they're beatable. You just gotta stay the course and not make the mistakes, because they just stay the course. They don't make any major mistakes, and when they make a mistake, you usually have to capitalize whenever you get the opportunity, and teams can't do that.
Right.
But look, when you look at them and you say, okay, Denver, Buffalo, Houston, Pittsburgh, and Denver again, when you talk about Denver, within their division, no matter what you think about Bo Nix and Sean Payton and them struggling or getting blown out of games or whatever, that's a divisional rival.
Yeah.
You know Pittsburgh is coming to play. Buffalo's so tired of losing to them in Buffalo, so you know they're going to come to play. And then we don't know what Houston will be at that time based on some injuries and things that they can get back and get healthy. But look, you have to take advantage of their mistakes and capitalize on them. You just do. Because they're going to make a mistake. He's going to give you an opportunity.
There's always a window.
He's going to give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going undefeated anyway.
I agree.
Well, DeAndre Hopkins got going in his second game with the Chiefs since being traded to Kansas City. He had 8 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. After the game, Patrick Mahomes said he expects D-Hop to get even better as he figures out the playbook. Should teams stop trading with Kansas City, Paul?
I mean, it's like you keep making the rich richer. This is the 1 year you got the Chiefs down and out. The 1 year. They lose a running back. They lose their #1 receiver. And here comes Juju, although he's out. Here comes Hunt, although those guys, you know, they didn't pick them up through trade. But then, come on, B-Hop. How do they get B-Hop? And did you hear what he said? They're only going to get better? And you saw their connection last night? And you telling me they're going to get better than this? Man, the rest of the league better be careful. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop trading for them because what you have, they want. You have to take that, or else you're going to lose it.
You can give it to somebody else.
Yeah, but somebody else don't want it.
Somebody else would have paid the same price they paid.
But somebody else didn't want it. They wanted it.
B-Hop.
But they wanted it.
Nobody else wanted B-Hop.
Yeah, I'm sure there probably was a couple teams, but I mean the perfect fit. Like when they know that the players at the end of the rope, end of the line, they gonna say, okay, I got something for you. I'll give you a 4th, I'll give you a 5th. We're gonna move it around. Let's see. And it's a better deal for you. You don't play against them. Your season's over.
Right.
You're Tennessee Titans, the season's over with. And then you talk about picking up players through acquisitions.
Yeah.
What they've done, and Andy Reid's always done, even in Philadelphia, is that they look out there and they see
he's on the couch. Come play with us.
Gas left to the tank. Juju was there once before. Kareem Hunt was there once before. Mecole Hardman was there once before. And they're available. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, they come over here and plug them right in, plug and play.
Man.
You know, that's what it is.
I mean, I don't think teams should stop trading with them. If you need to improve your roster, you have to do what you have to do. Like this is the business of the NFL. If you have an opportunity to move off of an asset that you have that you're not utilizing because either your season is over or you have a surplus of it or whatever, like, yes, if you're in division, you shouldn't help them out. You should try and be at least somewhat strategic, but you got to play the game. Like you have to continue on with the business of
like
sports.
Buffalo traded during the draft, right? They traded spots with them, and they went and picked Worthy up from Tennessee. I mean, from the Texas, from the Longhorns. So when you look at that, you're like, well, why would they trade with them? They can't beat them, and they didn't know that they was gonna pick him. He could have picked somebody else.
Right.
You know,
and
they got what they wanted out of it too.
Right, and dynasties have a way of making you look silly no matter what it is you do.
They just know how to finesse.
That's what it looks like. I don't know so much that it's about finessing. I think they're also going to a really great organization and situation with the best player and the best coach and the best culture. And so a player can go there and it's like going to heaven. Like it's everything that you wanted. And now you have an opportunity to excel in it. And it happens quickly because all those things are already right.
When you look at some of the players, right, that Kansas City may go after other teams wouldn't got, did they fit into Kansas City's plans economically? Did Devontae Adams even fit economically? Does it make sense? Where D-Hop fit perfectly for them. And when they look at it, you best believe they looked at every receiver that they could have possibly got their hands on.
D-Hop is one of the great wide receivers of this generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's already getting to his head. He over here posting about Moss and Brady. This is the next Moss and Brady combination. Now, that's scary for the league because we know what this combination was doing. I was there firsthand to see this. Now, if it turns anything into half of what this was, you can punch the Chiefs' ticket to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and it'll be because of this move.
And then what happened?
Yeah, they lost. They lost that year. Yeah. They lost. They went 18-1.
I would have waited until after the season to post this.
I was sad.
Because while the production was certainly there and it was spectacular, their ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. But looking at the Bucs side of the game, they scored a touchdown with 27 seconds left and elected to kick the game-tying extra point instead of going for 2 points and the win. After the game, Todd Bowles talked about the decision.
See, that's what I always talk about. The coaches, people make decisions based on what they see in their team. And if your defense is getting the stops and you're satisfied with that and your offense is moving the ball, it does make coaches make in-game decisions that we sometimes scratch our head at because we're not thinking like they think.
But do you think he should have gone for 2?
No, absolutely not. He did the right thing. Kick the field goal, man. I understand, Patrick Mahomes, get the ball in his hands, it's over with. You're not thinking like that because your defense, you're putting it on them at that moment in time to stop whatever the situation is. What is this, college football now? You just go for 2? I don't understand that. You're going to go for 2. Oh, we just going to go for 2.
That's the trend lately. Everybody's going for 2. They playing
and they be losing games, messing around, but they be losing.
Man, listen,
messing around
originally I would have been like, that's a smart move. Let's play the coin toss. But once you lose the coin toss, you saw man. You saw man. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what I'm saying. But look, you got Mahomes on the ropes. You at the goal. It's raining. It's catching. Man, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
So when you don't hit that 3,
look at this. Look at this.
When you don't hit, wait though.
He didn't even lose the game yet. But he saw the coin toss and was like, it's over.
But when you miss that 3, then what? I mean that 2. I'm sorry.
On the road.
When you miss that 2,
for example, I'm on the road. This is a long trip.
Oh no.
This is a flight. We down 2 with 5 seconds to go.
No.
I'm going for 3.
No, our offense is rolling. We doing what we supposed to.
I don't got time
our
for this
defense
overtime.
is solid and sound. I'm gonna play those percentages.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I also wouldn't have had a problem with him going for 2.
No,
I'm kind of indifferent about it because
I don't need you losing the game.
But they lost the game anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose it right then and there. I'd rather lose it in OT.
They had a good rhythm on that drive too.
I'd rather lose it in OT.
Baker was fine, and the way Baker could move with the ball, the way he could use his legs, you gotta go for it.
I'm okay with losing in overtime as well. But I would understand him going for 2. I don't really understand the outrage over it.
Could you imagine if he'd have gone for the 2 and didn't get it?
Oh, you'd be like,
what would be saying today?
No, I wouldn't be saying that. I would have been like, oh, that was, they short man.
Most people would have a problem with it.
No, people. I don't know what people do. I mean, please. So, don't ask me to explain what people do.
They down their best wide receivers.
Me, personally, I would be okay with it.
Either way.
But either way, I have no problem with them going to overtime and trying to win in overtime. It didn't go their way. But despite them not having their top two receivers, they still did take the Chiefs into overtime on the road. You said they had no shot last night, Key. So were you impressed with the Bucs in the loss?
I wasn't impressed. I said they didn't have a shot. They wound up losing the game. They played it good to the end.
Did you feel like getting to overtime meant they kind of had a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if the weather played a part in them having a shot in that particular game.
Oh, it was raining. It was so rainy.
But in the end, the Chiefs was able to get it done. And that's all that really matters, and Tampa Bay wasn't. No matter what, games come down to one possession in the National Football League anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what it's going to be, no matter what the point spread says.
Yeah.
Unless you just god-awful.
Well, there's no moral victories, but I do think that the way that the Bucs hung with Kansas City, them taking it to overtime, they're not fully staffed. Obviously, we don't know how the rest of the season is go. They get healthy, are they going to be able to still get in it? It's going to be really tough in the NFC. But I do like what they showed last night. Yeah. It's not, they don't care about that, and there's no extra, feel good situation
moments
when you lose.
No moral victories.
No moral victories. But I was impressed with the Bucs last night.
Yeah, I feel like the way the Bucs played, if they had the receiving core, Mike Evans and Chris, they would have probably won this game, I think. They would have produced probably a little more offense. See, the window of opportunity, and it's like exactly what you said, that the Kansas City Chiefs give you a window. So the window for me was when the score, when the window was 10-17, Bucs was up 7 with the ball. Chiefs get a stop, punt. Again, they get the ball again. Chiefs get another stop, and then they score. That was the window right there. They go up 2 touchdowns. They score on one of those possessions. And the other window was go for 2. So you only get a certain amount of windows with the Chiefs. And if you don't take advantage of those, you can't beat them.
Chiefs.
Not
Chief. Chiefs.
Chief. They the chief of the
He's
NBA.
talking about the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Chiefing for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get him. Chiefs.
No, I'm calling. They not the chief. They the chief.
The Chief.
The chief of the NFL.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.